Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today we are breaking down the absolute roller coaster that was the historic 2026 FIFA World Cup final between Spain and Argentina. We're talking about a match that literally had it all. Tactical mastery, insane late game drama, and a clash of true football titans. My goal today is to walk you through exactly how this monumental game unfolded and cut right to the core of what actually happened on that pitch. So to really set the stage, let's start with a massive number, 48. Because this wasn't just any tournament. This was the very first FIFA World Cup to expand to a massive 48-team field. And it was a giant undertaking geographically too, being jointly hosted across the United States, Canada, and Mexico. To put that into perspective, just making it to the final meant both of these teams have already survived an absolute marathon of endurance and skill. All right, Section 1, a historic World Cup final. Picture this. It's July 19th, 2026. We're at the MetLife Stadium in New York/New Jersey, and the historical weight in the air is palpable. You have a heavyweight clash pitting the 2010 champions, Spain, against the defending 2022 champions, Argentina. This is exactly the kind of high-stakes matchup you dream of for a final. You've got Spain, who are just desperate to end a 16-year drought, going head-to-head with an Argentine squad fighting tooth and nail to defend their crown. Moving on to part 2, the tactical stalemate. When you have two world-class teams with stakes this high, the match almost always turns into a massive, highly physical game of chess. And we saw two totally contrasting styles here. Spain was the proactive aggressor. They dictated the possession. They fired off way more shots. But Argentina, they absorbed all that pressure with an incredibly resolute defense, just hunting for their moments to strike on quick counterattacks. It was a classic clash of football philosophies, relentless possession versus disciplined precision striking. But despite Spain creating opportunity after opportunity and keeping the ball completely under their control, Argentina's backline was basically a brick wall. This total clash of styles resulted in a grueling, nail-biting 0-0 deadlock at the end of normal time. Neither side was willing to blink. Which brings us to part 3, a dramatic turning point. 10. Right at the end of those 90 minutes, that number changed everything. In stoppage time of normal time, Argentina's Enzo Fernandez was shown a red card. Suddenly, in the blink of an eye, the defending champions are reduced to just 10 players. Actually, it didn't just shift the game, it completely shattered the tactical landscape, forcing Argentina right onto their back foot at the most critical moment of the match. So, part 4, extra time glory. Now, just try to imagine the sheer physical and mental exhaustion here. You're an underman Argentina, playing a man down in the extra time of a World Cup final, trying to fend off a Spanish team that is literally designed to make you chase the ball. It's an impossible mountain to climb, and that's exactly when Spain finally broke through. It was a beautiful two-step sequence. Nico Williams sets it up perfectly with a headed pass, and Ferran Torres fires home the only goal of the match. Boom, 1-0 Spain. They finally capitalized on that numerical advantage. Sure, the guys who score the goals always get the big headlines, but make no mistake, this was a complete team effort. While Torres and Williams provided the finish, you have to look at Rodri's absolute masterclass in the midfield. He totally controlled the pace. And we can't forget Unai Simon. He came up with some incredibly crucial saves to keep a desperate 10-man Argentina from finding a late equalizer, securing that clean sheet. So, if we trace the whole thing back, it paints such a wild picture of the match flow. You start with that opening kickoff, moving through a grueling, long stalemate. Then the tension completely peaks with that chaotic stoppage time red card for Enzo Fernandez, before finally resolving with the extra time winner by Torres. It just goes to show how an entire tournament can hinge on a single moment in stoppage time. Let's look at Section 5, post-match drama. But wow, the drama definitely did not stop when the referee blew the final whistle. Spain's initial celebrations were almost immediately overshadowed by a fiery confrontation between players from both teams right there on the pitch. I mean, you play 120 minutes of intense, high-pressure football, throw in a controversial red card, and, well, emotions are going to boil over. Finally, Section 6, a new football legacy. Stepping back for a second to look at the big picture, this final leaves a massive historical impact. Spain has officially reclaimed their spot at the absolute mountaintop of world football. They secured their second World Cup title, finally ending that 16-year wait since 2010. And on the flip side, a very valiant Argentina, who fought so hard down a man, finished as runners-up. But hey, the story isn't totally over yet. With FIFA officially announcing an investigation into that intense post-match clash we talked about, we're left to wonder, what is the fallout going to be from this fiery end to a historic tournament? It's a huge lingering question that just adds one final layer of drama to an unforgettable 2026 World Cup. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I hope breaking this all down helped you grasp the full scope of such an epic match. Keep learning, and I'll catch you next time.